Hello! In today's video I will be offering some consumer advice. Yes, that's right. Am I the sort of person you should get consumer advice from? Probably not. Anyway, roll titles! Hi, I'm Kip from kiphakes.tv, and in today's video we're going to be seeing if a 15 to 10 pound USB capture card from eBay is as good as an Elgato capture card that costs around about 150 quid. Yeah, so you know, it could be that I've wasted my money by buying expensive capture cards when this could do everything that does and more. I could be a fool. I could have spent that money on other things like theme park merchandise and drinks and tasty. So yeah, I found this on eBay, and it is a 1080p capture card. It plugs into a USB 2 socket, and it says that it can capture 1080p from an HDMI input, and it also has a pass-through as well, so it can output to a TV. So, you know, it sounds like it's great, and it's 15 quid. I mean, that is unbelievable value. So what we'll do is we'll go over to the table now and we'll unbox this janky mofo and see what's inside. Right, okay, so here is the packaging. It's fairly, yeah, interesting. Let's have a look. So on the side of it here, we've got sort of a selection of different products that this isn't. I don't know why. And then on here, what have we got? Oh, we've got a UHD 4K logo. Supports high resolution 1080p. Well, 4K is higher than 1080p. And it's got like something of hazardous substances logo on there. Interesting. HDMI logo, that's good. And let's have a little look at some of these features on the back. Okay, so it supports HDMI loop out. It supports input max resolution 4K. Support output max 1080p. It supports AWG26 HDMI standard cable. Support most acquisition software. Support Windows, Android and Mac OS. Conform to USB video and UVC standard. Conform to USB audio AUC standard, compact and portable. Okay, and it's got a little diagram of the usage here, and its application is game, teaching or video conference. So shall we get this little sod out of the box? What have we got? Okay, that's beautifully presented there. Great. Okay. What is this? This is the main unit itself. So it's an HDMI video capture with loop. So we've got the HDMI input there and a DC 5 volt micro USB power connector there. And then on the back we've got a USB connector and a output connector. Looks like a slightly broken USB port as well. That top is that bit there is very close to the top. Okay, what other cables do we have in this brilliant box? Okay, so we have a USB-A to USB-A connector. So, and we've also got, so we've got a USB-A to a micro USB connector in there. And we've got the user manual. This is what we need. Okay. So here we go. So we've got our HDMI in, and then it's got a loop out, which we said, and the USB cable male to male is what plugs into the computer. And look, I've got some more details there about the specifications. I don't know how true any of those are. And there we go, how we set it up in OBS by the looks of it. Yeah, okay, fine. So I guess what we should do now is take this to the computer and plug it in and see what it does and how it works, and indeed how it compares to my Elgato capture card. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not holding out much hope, because this was about 15 quid, if that. So yeah, let's go back to the computer and go from there. Okay, so we are back at my desk and I'm getting out what potentially could be this rubbish HDMI capture card out. And I thought what we'd do is we'd plug it into the Xbox and see how it works, see if it works, and just go from there basically. So here it is. So we've got this USB-A to USB-A cable that goes from this into the computer. And then we've got this one, which is a micro USB to USB-A, which I think is the power supply. So I'm going to plug that into one of the USB ports of the Xbox just to get some power to it. Hopefully that should be enough. I must admit, I don't feel entirely comfortable plugging this into my Xbox, but we'll see what happens. If it goes bang, then I'll have to get an Xbox Series X or something. Right, and then last of all, we've got an HDMI cable which wasn't supplied, but I found this knocking around. I think it's okay, he says. So this needs to go into our input. And then this needs to go into the Xbox output. Cool, right. So let's power it on and see what happens. Now I'll do some screen recording on OBS and we can see how this all sets up. Okay, well, has it arrived as a source within OBS, I wonder? Okay, so let's add a new source. We want a video capture device. We'll create a new one. Janky mofo seems fitting. And we've got all my different sources here. Do we have... Oh, there we go, this must be it. This is it, USB video, okay. It works! I know I shouldn't sound surprised, but it actually works. Okay, right. So let's see what stuff we have here. Oh, hang on. Okay, so it's got a maximum resolution of 1080p, which we expected. Go up to... Oh, it doesn't seem to like to go up to 60. Color space, 2709. Yeah, it doesn't mind that. Cool. Color range, let's go full. We want all the colors. Do you know what? I didn't expect it to work at all. I'm very surprised that it has. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go into the Xbox settings and see what it supports. Because it did say on the box it supported up to 4K. That doesn't look very 4K to me, but yeah, so let's go into the Xbox display settings and see what's occurring. See what we've got on the old display settings. 4K details. Wow, okay, so it does support 4K at 60 Hz. It doesn't support HDR10, which I didn't really expect it did. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. Well, let's fire up the old Warzone and see how it does with that, because I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. It certainly looks okay. And then what I might do is do a side-by-side comparison of this and an Elgato capture card, and we can see how it compares. I mean, I don't know. Have I done something wrong? It's possible. It is possible, but yeah, it just doesn't seem to have any sound. But I mean, picture quality wise, you can't argue with it. It's just really good. Yeah, you can see quite the difference, can't you? Look at the panning around. The Elgato's like, yep, yeah, okay, ready for more. And the janky mofo's like, "Ooh." That noise was, "Ooh." But yeah, there's quite a marked difference there. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do any esports through this, I don't think. Oh, but look, I'm getting a cash drop. That's all right, isn't it? That's okay. Wallop. For someone who's not really playing, I'm doing okay. Yeah, there's quite the lag there, isn't there? I mean, but you know, it works. It works to a point, doesn't it? But if you don't have an Elgato and you can't afford an Elgato, then it works, doesn't it? It's not the bestest, and there's no sound. But I mean, say for example, you're out and about and you've got a laptop and you want to do some vlogging and you want to use an HDMI camera. I mean, I guess it would work okay for that. I think I'd feel slightly annoyed if this like budget thing was actually better than the sort of expensive stuff. But it works in some way, shape or form. I mean, the colours don't look too terrible compared to... I've got to take it really slowly so it doesn't... I don't think the colours look any worse. I think they're sort of pretty well matched. Okay, well, I just thought I'd try something a little less, you know, intense on the old processing, something a bit more basic. So we've gone for this. It's a little game that I really love at the moment, and that's Hotshot Racing. Yeah. Oh man, that's even worse. Look at it. I mean, that gameplay's not very good, but it's really hard watching like through the sort of half working screen and half like slight split second behind screen. Let's do that. Oh. Yeah, I don't quite know what's going on. I don't know whether it's got like such a low frame rate or something. It just looks... No, actually, I lie. It doesn't... It looks fine. If this was just like a static screen, it'd look great. I am going to blame the sort of lagginess of it on my terrible playing, or the fact I'm playing and talking to a camera, which, you know, I should be able to do because I do streaming. Oh, hang on, I like this view better. That's what my problem is. It's the view. Blame the view, Kip. And also, because I'm not using the Elgato, there's no sound either. So that's a bit awkward, isn't it? It's a bit awkward, turtle. Oh, is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? No, yes! Oh. It's so weird. It really, especially in a game this fast, it really shows the difference in the two. Wallop! Okay, so yeah, I think for gaming, this is possibly the worst thing I've ever purchased, without question. That's all. I think it's absolutely dreadful. It might work. It might work with a camera feed into it. Should we try that? Are you interested? I might do that. Well, yes, yes, Queen. Boom! First, excellent. Brilliant. Okay, so this is a bit weird. I'm looking at this camera, but there's no preview output on this screen. But I can see myself behind me on here. It's a bit of a janky head mess, but hopefully I will have two sets of footage. I'll have what is recorded on the camera and what's being recorded by my computer. So we can actually compare the captured video to the video that is directly out of the camera. So that'll be quite interesting. It did seem to not like fast movements, so I'm just giving it a bit of that. Hopefully that'll work. What else should we do? I know, I'll say something and I'll play it back both through the camera and then that. Hello, I'm Kit from kiphakes.tv. This is a test. There you go. Hello, I'm Kit from kiphakes.tv. This is a test. There you go. So hopefully that worked. I'm guessing the camera probably looks better. I mean, I hope it does. Yeah, I think we've done enough messing around with this, well, this piece of crap that costs £15. I guess what's left to do is just turn around to that camera and just finish up and have a wrap up and see how we all feel about it. So let's do that. Well, there we go. That was a roller coaster of a video. So is it worth spending £150 odd on an Elgato capture card when you can get something like this for 15 quid? Yeah, absolutely. Don't get this. It's just a waste of money, really. Okay, well, maybe I'm not being completely fair here. I mean, you know, I'm not really into doing consumer videos and testing properly. Perhaps it was an unfair test. Maybe if I compared apples with apples, or indeed in this case, a USB capture card with a USB capture card, I might find that this isn't as terrible as I found. I could get myself an Elgato Cam Link, which plugs into a USB socket, much like this one does, and see how that compares. Obviously, the Elgato card that I've got is an internal card within my computer and therefore will run faster anyway. So maybe, if I can be bothered, I might get myself an Elgato Cam Link and square them up against each other to see that, you know, it might be that I do need to compare USB capture card with USB capture card. If you want to stream online and you've got the PC but you don't have the money to do the capture card, then this could get you out of a hole, and that would have to be a pretty big hole. It is what it is. I wasn't expecting it to be brilliant, and it wasn't, but it worked kind of. I couldn't figure out the audio. I had a play with it. I had a little fiddle, but it just didn't seem to work. So I don't know if the card is faulty. I'm not sure if it's meant to provide audio or I'm faulty and I've done something wrong, but I know my way around OBS and stuff like that, and yeah, I just can't record the audio, so that's a bit of a bummer. So what have we learned from this video? Sometimes if you do buy cheap, you do indeed buy twice. But it's been an interesting one and a little bit different. So don't forget you can join this channel. Please do. It helps support it. And if you join from the $4.99 tier, which is Kip Lover and above, then you get access to these videos early before anyone else. And there's all kinds of different benefits for all the different tiers. Don't forget to buy some lovely merch from merch.kiphakes.tv. All my socials and Discord link are down below. Yeah. And yeah, that's it from me. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll be back soon for some more vlogging fun. See ya!